everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Vlogmas 14. I just realised before filming this that we totally glossed over that we're halfway through Vlogmas. The halfway through Vlogmas would have been between 12 and 13, right? Because we're going up to day 25. But anyway, we're past halfway, yay! So if you're new to the channel, we're doing Vlogmas with a twist here. Every day from December 1st to December 25th, we are doing a new tip for traveling to Disney parks around the world. And today we are returning to the biggest resort in the world, Walt Disney World, and we are going to talk about one of my favourite things to do at Walt Disney World, and that is Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom. So let's go. So of course, when you go to the Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World, your first priority is probably to do rides, second to do shows, third to maybe eat. I'd probably put eat higher up on my priority list. But yeah, usually those things are the things that people aim to do. But one of my favourite things to do, and definitely my favourite thing to do when the park is crowded, is the Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom game. Now I don't think this game gets enough hype. I think it's really, really good and super addictive. And probably one of the reasons for that is it's a little bit difficult to understand and it might not seem as fun as it actually is. So, okay, what is Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom? First of all, it's a card game-ish, kind of, not really. It is a card game. It's a card game. It's a collector's card game and interactive adventure that you do throughout the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World. It's not in any other park, it's just in the Magic Kingdom. So the idea is that every day that you go to the Magic Kingdom, you collect cards from the firehouse in the front of Main Street, and we'll talk about getting your first cards in a minute. And you go around to various locations in the Magic Kingdom, which I identified on a map, and interact with a interactive screen. Use the cards to battle monsters, enemies, that you know and love from the Disney movies, and you're working your way to save the Magic Kingdom from its impending doom. That's it. That's it. So maybe it'd be better to understand exactly how it works, then you can wrap your head around it a little more. So the first thing that you do when you go to the Magic Kingdom and you want to play Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom is to go to the firehouse in Main Street and approach one of the cast members there. They will give you a Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom card pack, which I think come with 4 or 5 cards. I can't remember. I'll put the number here, however many cards come in it. And it's a random selection. You don't get to choose. It's a random selection, and there's around about 60 cards that you have a choice of getting in that random pack. The cast members will ask one person in your party to become the key bearer or key holder or something like that. They will scan their magic bands first, and then they'll scan the magic bands of everybody else in your party. Now the person who's the key holder or key bearer, they're the person who can open the magic portals that we'll talk about in a minute. So if you're going to play the game, you need to keep that person with you because they have the power to open the portals. It's all going to make sense in a second. The cast member would then take you through the rules and allow you to watch a little movie which occurs within one of these magic portals, which is inside of the firehouse. In this movie, you will learn that Hades is plotting to take over the Magic Kingdom, and he is using all of his evil contacts to help him in this plot. So the idea is you're going round the Magic Kingdom with your party and your Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom cards that you were given, and trying to stop Hades and his evil friends from taking over the Magic Kingdom and turning it all into doom and gloom. Actually, a villain's park sounds awesome, but for the point of Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom, you're trying to stop it. The cast member would have previously asked you whereabouts you want to start your journey, and after Merlin is finished in his movie, there will be a symbol that is displayed at the bottom of the movie. Now this symbol is really important, and every time that you go to a Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom portal, you're going to have to remember it. So when you see it, make sure you make a mental note of it. The cast member will also be prodding you to remember that symbol because it is so important. Now for the map. Now the first time that you visit the firehouse, of course you get your Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom first card pack, but you also get a map. Now the map is really important because the map is completely different to the standard Magic Kingdom map that you will usually get at the front of the park. This map is a little bit more difficult to decipher, and what you'll see is that it has sort of vague sort of drawings of places or lands around Magic Kingdom, and then those symbols that I was just talking about that are really important, you can see them on the map. So every time that you interact with the portal, a symbol will be shown at the end, giving you a hint as to which is the next portal that you need to go to. So that's why you have to always remember what the symbols are, because it will tell you which portal you have to go to next. If you don't remember what the symbol is, you have two choices. You can either run round to all of the portals within a particular land to find out which one was next, or you can pop back to the firehouse and say that you're lost and you need a hint, and it'll tell you which one you're supposed to go to. So in the beginning movie, Merlin has told you which portal you have to go to next, and after this point you are then on your own. So after this point you use your map to find out where your next portal is, and then you go to that location. When you get there, you have to make sure that the key bearer, key holder, whatever they're called, that person who has the key magic band in your party scans their magic band on this sort of keyhole-like thing on a shield. You will see it when you get to the location. You will see the key shape on a shield that's usually next to a window, or next to a screen of some kind, or next to some blank wall, and then you'll know that you're in a Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom location, and that the key holder has to scan their magic band at that key on that shield. So what happens when the key holder scans their key into the Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom portal? Well, you'll see a story play out in the screen in front of you, or the wall, or whatever the portal is where you've gone. And if you're just beginning your adventure in that land, you'll probably see that Hades is reaching out to an enemy which is suited to that land. So for instance, it's Jafar in one point in Adventureland, and Maleficent in Fantasyland, this kind of thing. So they've paired the right enemy for the right land. You'll sort of get an understanding of what Hades is actually trying to do. You'll then see that that villain is recruiting their own sidekicks to try and thwart you from stopping them from taking over the Magic Kingdom. Now, every time that you go to a land for the first time, a little bit of the story will play out, and it will just tell you which portal to go to next. But the next portal that you go to, this will be the time that you actually have to use your cards to battle the enemy, and this is how you do it. Either the villain or the villain's sidekicks will try to attack you through the portal, and when that happens, you've got a short amount of time where Merlin will tell you exactly what you need to do. So you don't need to panic, Merlin's going to tell you, but just if you want to know, I'm going to let you know. You take your Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom card, you hold it at about chest height with the character facing outwards. Then what happens is the portal reads the card, and it will do the attack that it says on the card to the enemy, battling it and making them scurry away. There's lots of different cards depicting loads of different Disney characters. Things such as Seven Dwarfs, Belle has a card, Mulan has a fantastic card, obviously she's using the rocket, that's her attack. Every single princess has a card, the Incredibles have cards, I think this one's from Monsters Inc. as well, and some from Alice in Wonderland too. A really, really great selection. Actually, Monstro, which was the last card that we got, was also one of my favourite. A little animation will play every time that you attack the monsters, which is pretty cool given whatever card you played. So you get to see something different when you play different cards. Now, you notice in my videos that every time we are playing Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom, we're standing about 6 feet away from the portal. I don't think you can see in the videos, but on the floor there's another one of those key symbols with a shield around it. So it gives you some understanding of exactly where you need to stand to make sure that your cards can be read properly. A few times the card readers didn't quite read our cards properly, and I think that's because we weren't holding it at the right height. It looks like the best place to hold it is about heart height and about 6 inches away from your body, and then the card reader will pick it up real nice, so you want to do that. So generally the story follows a very simple pattern. You will go to a land. The first portal that you go to will show Hades getting in contact with the enemy from that land. The next portal will be you battling that enemy's henchmen. So say for Jafar, you'll be battling, I was going to say Pain and Panic, you'd be battling Iago. In the next portal, you will have to battle like Iago, one of the henchmen, or another set, or maybe you'll be battling Jafar at that time, but it will sort of be a preliminary battle, or another person that he's tried to get to attack you. And then in the last portal, you'll battle Jafar for real before beating them and then moving on, or being able to move on to another land. So you always sort of close up a story in a land before you get to move on to another land. So the second time that you have to battle enemies, it's sometimes a little bit difficult to understand, but you have to turn your card around and show the Sorcerer's Crest, which is at the back of the card. Now, I did see that some people weren't quite understanding this, and I think it's actually because it's never really explained, and Merlin only sort of shouts it the second time in the second battle as it's happening, turn the card around and show the Sorcerer's Crest. So I'm just giving a tip now. The second time that you battle in each land, you're going to have to turn the card around and show the Sorcerer's Crest, so just remember to do that. Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom takes place in 4 lands in Magic Kingdom, and that is Fantasyland, Main Street, I'm cheating, sorry, Main Street, Adventureland, and Liberty Square and Frontierland. Those are 2 that I always forget. Liberty Square and Frontierland act as 1 land for Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom, and yes, you probably did notice that Tomorrowland is not in there, so there's no Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom that takes place in Tomorrowland. So you're only really going around those 5 lands, which Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom actually recognises as 4 lands, whilst you're playing the game. Now, there are actually rounds or sort of levels within Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom. You'll notice that when you get your cards, they actually have lots of different stats. But the first time that you play, or the first sort of round that you play, you'll notice that the stats don't mean anything. Your only job in the first round that you play is to show your cards at the right time. You needn't do anything else. So just show your cards, that's it. You can put 2 cards together and they can act at the same time, but yeah, all you need to do is show your cards. The game actually has 3 levels, easy, medium and hard, and those stats which are on the card actually come into play on those higher levels. When you first begin the game, they will put you onto the easy level by default, the level where all you need to do is just show your card and the rest of the stats don't come into play on the card, don't come into play at all. When you go into the medium and harder levels, those stats on the card start to come into play and you need to do some things with those. I haven't gone to the hardest levels, so I can't tell you much about it, but I'm desperate to do it next time I go to Walt Disney World. So you can progress to the higher levels by completing the ones from before. So with the easy level, what you do is you go around to every single one of those 4 recognised worlds in Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom, and you complete each of them twice. There are 8 enemies that you need to beat, and you go around every single area battling 2 enemies. You then battle Hades at the end and you win the day. After that, you head back to the firehouse and they will say, congratulations, here's an extra card pack, and do you want to progress to the next level? And you can say yes, then you can move up. Then you want to be paying attention to the stats on your cards. Now, playing the game isn't the only thing fun about Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom. It's also fun to collect the cards. Now, there's 2 things that you need to do to collect cards. Every single day, you are eligible for a new card pack, as long as you have entry to the park. You must be able to get into the park to go to the firehouse to pick it up. But every single day that you enter into Magic Kingdom, you are eligible to get new pack. You also must interact with the portal every single day that you want to pick up a card pack. You can't just rock on up to the firehouse and say, I'm here, give me my card pack. You must interact with the portal that day. So there was a couple of times when we were at Walt Disney World where we had to go straight into Magic Kingdom, go all the way around to Frontierland, interact with the portal, and then go to the Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom, pick up our cards to then leave. Now, in the random card packs that you get from the firehouse, you've got a chance of getting a set of the 60 cards which are available. I think you can get another 10 cards from the board game packs that you can buy at the Emporium. So if you go to the Emporium, you will find Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom board game packs. Inside of those board game packs is a board game that you can play with your Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom cards once you've left the park. And it also comes with either 1 or 2 random selection cards from a list of 10 of sort of specialty cards that only come with the board game. So we did pick up a board game each when we were there so that we could get a couple of those cards. Now, obviously packs are random, so you're likely to get duplicates when you get your random pack from the firehouse. Also, if you're there for a short amount of time, it may not be possible for you to get all the 60 cards, especially if you're playing only 1 person. Although if you have multiple people in your team, sign them up anyway, because they'll get card packs and then you can just take their cards even if they don't want to play. That's the best way to do it. You may find that you're able to trade with people who are picking up card packs daily as well. We did a couple of trades like that. You will also find that outside of the firehouse there will be a cast member that has a binder, and inside of that binder they will have a whole load of cards that they are willing to trade. They will only take cards off you that they don't have in that first page, and so you have to look to see what they have that day and make your trades wisely. So we traded a couple of times with the cast member binder and it actually worked out very, very lucratively for us. So all in all, there's about 70 cards that you can get with the 60 from the firehouse and the 10 that come special with the board game. There's also some extra special cards that you can get at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party and Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, I think. Both of those events, the Firehouse will be dishing out a special card for that event. So for the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, a Witch Mini card was available one year, and an Elsa card was available once for the Very Merry Christmas Party. So it's a good time to go when those are on to pick up your special cards. So that's it for Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom. I told you it was a little bit complicated. I think this vlog has been the longest one. But I hope next time that you go to the Magic Kingdom, you'll play it, because it is fantastic. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. I love playing Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom. Animation's great, voice acting is great. The game is interesting. You have got to use maps, you've got to be witty. There's harder levels that I definitely want to play. And you've got that whole collecting card thing, which is just awesome. The artwork on the card is fantastic as well. So yeah, definitely play it if you go to Magic Kingdom. I'm going to close up today, and I will see you all tomorrow for Vlogmas number 15. Alright, see you then. Bye!